Sense making is not the product of the isolated individual. It is registered in individuals but woven between them. Cognition is communal before it is private. Sense is fashioned in a boundless community of minds. Joined attention is its loom. Shared past and projected future are the warp and weft. Language and artifacts mediate intelligibility. Words, signs, and tools constitute known reality's fabric. Reality as known is a composite construction. Sense is shared through countless cognitive handshakes. Understanding is distributed coordination. Meaning is a social circuit. This inquiry is not Cartesian doubt, no Cartesian certainty, but cultivated surprise. Its tone is more than it's a method, is organized astonishment. The structure is imposed upon what is intrinsically unstructured. Form is a tool, not a mirror. Order here is a provisional grid. The aim is description that resists unsurprised reductionism. Reduction without wonder is blindness. Wonder is a constraint on explanation. Inquiry into sense-making escalates to higher order sense-making. Explaining explanation generates new demands. The ladder of intelligibility has no final rung. To scope the sense-making animal is to trace paths from experience to theory. The territory includes both perception and Einsteinian astonishment. The path is the object. The inquiry suspends the usual taxonomy of explanation. Teleological, functional, reductive, and psychological frames are bracketed. The purpose is to excavate cognitive soil, not adjudicated doctrines. Pre-scientific stories are attempts to domesticate comprehensibility. Myth is an earlier technology of logos. Logos gathers the inquiry of central folds. Two deflations compete: world inside mind and mind shaped by the world. Laws originate within understanding's form. Bio-logos understanding is shaped by survival in the material world. After deflation, the challenge returns, making sense of sense itself. Embodiment, sense, perceptive, and parochiality. Transcendence of those limits is itself miraculous. Knowledge presupposes aboutness and interdependence. Knowing is of what is not itself. Therefore, a gap persists between knower and known. Senselessness remains at the heart of sense. Residual opacity belongs to both. Complete transparency is not promised. Progress in understanding is problematized by limits. Intelligibility has horizons. Absolute criteria of advance remain vexed. The topic has no natural boundaries. Its limits are imposed. Digressions are structural, not accidental. The subject spills its own frame. The modest aim is to remove barriers to seeing the mystery of sense. We live steeped in knowledge exceeding our experience. Collectively, we plausibly understand more than predecessors, yet we remain in the patchwork of ignorance. An introduction may be last in composition and first in appearance. What is saved for last can govern the whole. A preamble is the threshold, brief, orienting, and performance. The preamble does not summarize, it stages an entry. Dialogue is an appropriate beginning when the work is about relation. Dialogue is not ornament but method. Dialogue is pedagogy enacted. The dialogic form is akin to it draws forth rather than deposits. Teaching can be midwifery of thought. The birth of insight is co-produced. A geography may be defined as communicative at the limit. Geography is not only places but passages. The limits is a set of meaning. The dialogic limit is the between of I and thou. Personhood appears at the border of address. The between is not empty, it is inhabited. A sensibility can be traced through an oval of its matures. Embryo, human interaction, middle, the deconstruction of equal sign. Maturity, dialectics of individual and society. Minimal figures can carry maximal worlds. Compression is a signature of thought. A body of work may be a record of conversation with other works. Reading is dialogue across time. Scholarship can be autobiographical without being solipsistic. To make common is not solved by communication, it is deepened by it. Commonality is a problem before it is an achievement. The collective can oppose the uniqueness of originals. Editing is a trial of common property. Making common risks, flattening the singular. Intellectual work is a gift economy. The primary currency is not profit but offering. A gift calls for reciprocity. A book can be a reciprocal gesture. A compilation may be an act of return. Reciprocation can already have occurred and still be owed. Gratitude does not cancel obligation, it reshapes it. Gift names the intangible domain that invisible geography obsesses over. The intangible is not unreal, it is operative. Etymology discloses ambivalence. Gift as marriage and poison, what bind can also intoxicate. Influence can be blessing or inflection, depending on the reader. First encounters often arrive as deviations, lateness, postponements, interruptions. The uncharacteristic can become formative. A lecture can function as an event of conversion. One speech can change a trajectory of study. Seduction into forbidden grounds can become a lifelong comedy. Disciplines are redefined when their borders are crossed. Geography can become philosophy. Geography can become intellectual history. Intellectual relations may begin at a distance and deepen by coincidence of place. Proximity can be accidental and decisive. Mentorship need not be formal to be enduring. Supervision can be replaced by repeated conversation. A retreat can be a pedagogy. A fundamental question can be a gate test. Do you know what self-reference is? Entry into a circle is permission to wrestle with circles. Gratitude can be oriented less towards understanding, more towards living. Understanding and living are inseparable in practice. A household can be a philosophical condition.